For thousands of years, the Great Pyramids of Giza have stood silent watch over the desert, their colossal forms cutting a stark silhouette against the night sky. We see them, we marvel at them, but do we truly understand them? Were they simply elaborate tombs for powerful pharaohs, or is there a deeper, more celestial purpose encoded in their very stones? This question has puzzled humanity for centuries, and one fascinating theory offers a cosmic explanation. In the 1980s, author Robert Bauval proposed a radical idea known as the Orion correlation theory. He noticed a striking similarity between the layout of the three main pyramids at Giza and the three prominent stars forming Orion's belt. Look at this overlay. The two larger pyramids, Khufu and Khafre, align almost perfectly, while the smaller Menkaure pyramid is slightly offset exactly like the stars Alnitak, Alnilam, and the fainter Mintaka in Orion's belt. Coincidence? Perhaps, but the theory goes even deeper. The core of Bauval's hypothesis connects the pyramids not just to the stars, but also to the landscape. He suggested that the Nile River, the lifeblood of ancient Egypt, represents the Milky Way galaxy in this grand celestial map. According to his calculations, the alignment of the pyramids with the Nile perfectly mirrors the alignment of Orion's belt with the Milky Way, but not as we see it today. This perfect match would have occurred around the year 10,500 BC. This specific date, thousands of years before the pyramids were supposedly built, adds another layer of profound mystery to the entire puzzle. Now it's crucial to state that the Orion correlation theory is not accepted by mainstream Egyptologists. They argue there is no direct physical evidence, no ancient texts or blueprints that explicitly states the pyramids were designed to mirror the heavens in this way. They point to practical reasons for the pyramids' placement and design, emphasizing their primary role as funerary monuments. The debate remains one of the most intriguing in modern archaeology, a clash between conventional evidence and a compelling, stargazing hypothesis. So what are we to believe? Were the ancient builders masters of astronomy, creating a timeless message written in stone and stars? A gateway for the pharaoh's soul to ascend to the heavens? Or were they simply masterful engineers building magnificent tombs? The pyramids hold their secrets close, and perhaps that is their greatest power. They continue to inspire awe, wonder, and an endless quest for answers, forever connecting us to the mysteries of our ancient past. Have you ever gazed up at the pyramids of Giza under a blanket of stars and wondered, what are they really for? For centuries, we've believed them to be grand tombs for pharaohs. But what if they were something more? What if they were a message, written in stone, pointing to the heavens? Tonight, we delve into one of the most captivating and controversial ideas in modern Egyptology, the Orion correlation theory. It all starts with a simple observation. The three main pyramids at Giza aren't perfectly aligned. Two are in a neat diagonal line, but the third, the pyramid of Menkaure, is slightly offset. For a long time, this was just seen as a quirk of their construction. But in the 1980s, an author and researcher named Robert Bauval looked at this layout and saw something familiar. He saw the stars. Specifically, he saw the three stars that form the belt of the constellation Orion. When you overlay the stars of Orion's belt onto an aerial map of the Giza Plateau, the resemblance is uncanny. The two larger, brighter stars, Alnitak and Alnilam, match the positions of the two larger pyramids, Khufu and Khafre, and the smaller, dimmer star Mintaka, which is slightly offset from the other two, perfectly matches the position of the smaller, offset pyramid of Menkaure. Could this just be a coincidence? The theory goes even deeper. Bauval noticed that the pyramid's relationship to the Nile River also seemed to mirror the heavens. He proposed that the Nile represented the Milky Way, our galaxy, as it stretches across the night sky. The pyramids, then, weren't just mirroring the stars of Orion's belt, but their position relative to the celestial river of the Milky Way. But here's the most mind-bending part of the theory. The alignment isn't perfect for today's sky. Due to a slow wobble in the Earth's axis, a phenomenon called precession, the stars' positions gradually shift over millennia. Bauval used computer simulations to wind back the celestial clock, searching for a time when the layout of the stars in the sky would create a perfect mirror image of the pyramids on the ground. He found that perfect match. The year? 10,500 BC. That's over 8,000 years before the pyramids were supposedly built. This date also coincides with what astronomers call the first time of Orion, the lowest point in its precessional cycle. when the constellation was at its lowest point on the southern horizon at the spring equinox. According to the theory, the ancient Egyptians were building a terrestrial map of the sky as it appeared during a golden age, a distant ancestral past they called Zep Tepi, or the first time. Now, it is crucial to state that the Orion correlation theory is not accepted by mainstream archaeologists and Egyptologists. They argue, quite rightly, that there are no ancient texts, no hieroglyphs, no direct physical evidence from the Pyramid Age that explicitly states, "We built these to mirror the stars." The official record maintains that the pyramids were tombs, built during the 4th dynasty around 2500 BC. The 10,500 BC date is seen as wildly out of sync with all known evidence of Egyptian civilization. Critics also point out that you can find patterns in almost anything if you look hard enough, and this might just be a fascinating coincidence. So where does that leave us? Are the pyramids simply the most ambitious tombs ever constructed? Or are they a monumental clock, an astronomical device pointing back to a forgotten chapter of human history? Were their builders trying to connect the soul of the pharaoh not just with the afterlife, but with a specific cosmic home among the stars? The evidence may be debated, but the mystery is undeniable. The Giza Pyramids hold their secrets close, silently watching the same stars they may have been built to honor. They force us to ask bigger questions about our ancestors, their knowledge, and our own place in the cosmos. Perhaps the answer isn't written in stone, but is still waiting for us up there, in the stars. What do you believe? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks so much for joining me on this journey. If you enjoyed this exploration into ancient mysteries, please consider liking this video and subscribing for more content. See you next time. Thanks for watching.